Good morning, friends, and welcome to my bathroom. This is not a glamorous shot. You are currently on a cardboard box on my bathroom counter because I still do not own a full-size tripod. I apologise about the lighting. There's nothing I can do. It's the lights in the ceiling and we'll just have to deal with that today. But good morning. I hope you are all doing very well. Thank you for being here. I'm rather sleepy still, but I'm just going to show you through my morning routine because I thought some of you might enjoy seeing it. It might be helpful for anybody else that has to get up relatively early. This is kind of my morning routine for when I have to go to work or when I have to be up and about for about 8:30. So I usually make it into the bathroom around 7 a.m, sometimes a little bit before. The first thing I do is deal with this area, all of this. I like to keep morning routines as simple as possible because the more complicated they get, the less likely I am to actually do them. So really my priority is to just wake myself up and moisturize. I have eczema prone skin, very dry skin, and this is just what works for me. It's actually okay, but usually the first thing that I do as I'm washing my face, I also wash my fringe. So I just dunk my head under the tap. It's not very glamorous, but it does the job. And I use the vegan shampoo bar. This isn't what I use to wash my hair everywhere, but it's really helpful having something that's separate from what's in the shower so that I'm not back and forth all the time. And then wash my face, and I just wash my face with water in the morning, just kind of cool to warmish water, just to wake me up. And then I just apply the CN, the Age Beauty Restorative Day Cream. This is from Lidl and it costs about £3.50. I've got absolutely nothing left. In terms of body care, I have two Holy Grail. I never really understood how people could have Holy Grail products because nothing ever resonated that deeply for me. Things did the job or they didn't, and for me a lot of the time they didn't do the job. As I said previously, I have eczema prone skin, and a couple years ago my skin was in such a terrible way. There's honestly points where I thought my skin would never look like normal skin again, specifically on my legs. It was so bad that it just looked like scar tissue, just my whole leg. And I was trying everything. I'd tried everything. I'd tried things the doctor had recommended. I'd tried natural routes, and one day I was staying at my parents' house and they just so happened to have this Dove moisturizer. This is the new packaging for it, but it's the coconut Dove body lotion, and I kid you not, within a week of using this, my skin had retained the moisture for one thing from this product, which it just wasn't doing with anything, and my skin barrier was repairing itself and it was starting to look and feel like skin again. I don't want to be dramatic, but kind of changed my life. If you've suffered with a skin condition, you'll understand what I mean. It's so uncomfortable, and when nothing is working, it's so upsetting because there's nothing you can do and it's absolutely everywhere, and this just changed the game completely. If you're struggling with really dry skin or really temperamental skin, depends how sensitive you are to fragrance, but this worked wonders for me. I hope they never ever stop making it. And then finally, deodorant. Again, very sensitive skin, especially underarm. And I started using Wild deodorant about 2 years ago, and I've always used their sensitive formula, but I love this stuff. It's really good ingredients for your body and for my skin. Doesn't irritate me at all. It actually works. I smell a lot better in this heat than I would do otherwise, and they have really interesting scents as well. I think the one at the moment is eucalyptus. It's one of their limited edition ones, but I have been loving this, and Wild actually reached out to me and they sent me one of their new cases. So my case is the old aqua colour, which I love and it works really, really well. But apparently they've just upgraded to this one, which is slightly smaller, and they've changed the refills as well. They sent me fresh cotton and sea salt to try, which I've not tried before. It smells really, really just fresh and really good for summer. Well, really good for all year round, to be honest, but very fresh. And if you like that sort of like laundry scent, it smells like that, but a bit more refined. It's really, really nice. So they've added at the bottom this little lip so that there's no leftover product in the bottom, is what's supposed to happen anyway. But these refillable ones are just so good. They look so nice as well. I've been a really big fan of Wild for a long time, and getting that email from them saying that they wanted to offer a little link for you guys as well. There's 20% off, I think, if you follow the link here. I can't quite remember what it is. It's early, it's fine. Thank you, Wild, for sending me a little goodie to try. I really appreciate it. And also just want to say thank you to everybody that's subscribed so far or that watches my videos, because it is the fact that you guys watch these videos and resonate with them that means that brands reach out to me, and means that I get to do really cool stuff, or I get to try new things, and I just really, really appreciate that. None of that would be possible without you, so thank you so much. And without further ado, I'm actually going to do what I've just been talking about for the past 10 minutes and get on with my day. Better now that I've washed my face. My fringe, don't worry, I'm about to sort that out. Can cozy up for a few minutes. So the first thing I'm going to do is sort my hair out, and that means blow drying my fringe and taking out my heatless curls. So we're about to eradicate this rather fetching look. Thank goodness. So after I take my heatless curls out, I just run my fingers through a little bit to loosen them up. I'm going to leave them to just settle down a bit whilst I pop a little bit of makeup on.
Creo que estoy enamorada porque cuando veo cosas muy bonitas pienso en ti, como un cafecito en la primavera se siente tan rico. Y ay, tu aroma enloquece las flores. Y ay, creo que me estoy hundiendo en tus flores. For you.
So I'm feeling a little bit more put together now. I've got a little bit of makeup on, my hair feels refreshed and done for the day, and I've deliberately not put any lip stuff on because I'm still drinking my water. I'm about to go make myself a hot drink and some breakfast, so it just seems a bit like a waste of product to put something on. But before we get on to making some coffee or tea and some breakfast, I'm going to quickly go through the next portion of my morning routine. And I can't film some of it because I have to use my phone for it, and I film on my phone. But the first thing I'm going to show you is my tiny notebook, which I'm going to write a to-do list in. This is just everything I need to get done today or over the next few days so that I can get it out of my brain, and I have something to refer back to. It's actually the perfect size for a to-do list because a lot of my to-dos, I think of all the things I need to do, and then I will break them down on a larger piece of paper or on my notes app. But when it comes down to it, if I can't fit it on this little piece of paper, I probably can't get it done in a day. So I'm going to go ahead and write my to-do list. And I'm also going to do my Duolingo for the day. So I recently picked up my Spanish again. My sister-in-law is from Belize and we were recently talking, and I thought it would be really nice to be able to kind of give her a taste of home by being able to speak a little bit of Spanish with her. And I've been teaching myself again on Duolingo. I've started from the very beginning because I learned a little bit of Spanish in school. I learned it for about 3 years, but I also learned it at the same time that I was learning French at school. And the two languages have kind of merged in my head, which makes sense, of course, if you're learning two languages which do have some similarities between them. So I'm starting from scratch, and I've just completed my first module of my first set over the past week. Yes, I'm going to do my 5 minutes, 10 minutes of Duolingo. I can see the Duolingo bird sending me notifications telling me to get to it. So I'm going to write a to-do list. I'm going to do my little Spanish learning session, drink a bit more water, and then I will join you in the kitchen to make some breakfast.
I give you all my love, my love. You're my love, mi cafecito de amor.
Él come manzanas.
Tú, sol que alumbra mi piel y brilla cuando yo estoy contigo. Tú, mollo tan dulce estoy en las
I always feel so accomplished after I finish my Duolingo. I don't know why, that little bird can make you feel such a range of emotions from just significant disappointment in yourself to just absolute pure joy. I don't know, but we're going to go make some breakfast. I'm about to take you into the kitchen and I have a small surprise if you've been here for a little while. We painted our kitchen. I love it so much. It's this really pretty kind of mint sage green colour, and I absolutely love it. George and I were really adamant that we wanted a really colourful, playful home, but that was also really relaxing, and this colour just makes me so happy, but also it's so calming, and it changes colours in all the different lights throughout the day. It makes it feel so cozy and so like us as a couple. It feels so lovely to be able to put our own stamp on a place. Anyway, I'm rambling. I've done a lot of rambling this morning. Maybe that's what I do in the morning the most. I'm gonna make myself a cup of tea and some breakfast. Running a little bit behind schedule. I think that's just because I'm filming and I don't normally natter for this long, and I certainly don't spend this long talking about my morning routine and products that I enjoy using. But I'm not too fussed because I'm not actually heading into work today. I just wanted to talk you through what I do on a regular day, and I really thought long and hard about whether I should make this really aesthetic and really pleasing to the eye, but that is just not really what my morning routine is like, especially in the summertime. I feel like I make a bit more of an effort to romanticize my mornings in the autumn and the winter time because I need that extra boost when it's the dark mornings. I love to light candles and things like that, but Honestly, in the summertime, I keep it as simple as possible. And at this point, I will usually sit down either on the sofa or at my desk or at the kitchen table and enjoy my breakfast and either read for a little bit or watch a YouTube video. It just depends what mood I'm in. This morning I would like to read, and I have 2 books on the go at the moment. The first is Why I Wake Early by Mary Oliver, which seems very fitting for today. With spending our morning together, I adore Mary Oliver and I can't think of a better way to start my morning. And I also am reading The Hobbit at the moment. I'm really enjoying it. I've actually never read The Hobbit before. It is as whimsical and delightful as I was hoping, but with just enough adventuring to keep it interesting. I love the way that Tolkien describes characters and places, and it's so cozy but in a summery way. I feel like this is a perfect August-September book where you're not quite sure whether you're still in late summer or early autumn. It's that really lovely fine line between cozy, comforting and going on adventures all the time. So I'm really enjoying this. The cover is an early sketch by Tolkien of Smaug, I'm unsure, the dragon, and believe it or not, this edition originally cost 60 pence. Isn't that absolutely wild? I'm gonna stop prattling on, enjoy my cup of tea and my muesli and do a little spot of reading before I get dressed. Before we finish up our morning together, I would like to show you something that I am incredibly proud of. So, you may remember if you saw a video a few months ago now actually, my friend gave me a tomato plant, and it was just a little tomato starter, if you will, very small, but oh my goodness, has it been thriving. Let me show you. Look at this beauty. We had a small calamity the other day. As you can see though, it's grown very tall, but not particularly thick. So we don't have anything to stake it with properly. So I've gone for the unorthodox approach of masking tape or painter's tape. But as you can see, we have quite the array of fruit. We've got 4 here. There's a whole bunch of them here, which is just resting on the bookcase. And then we have what we are nicknaming King Tomato at the moment, just here. Not quite ready to pick just yet, but definitely getting there. And I am so proud of myself for growing it from, I'll see if I can insert a picture of how little it was before, but from such a tiny little plant to this absolutely huge friend that we have occupying our living room at the moment. Anyway, not particularly relevant, I suppose, to a morning routine, other than the fact that I do tend to come in here and admire the tomato plant and say good morning to it every morning at the moment, so perhaps it is in keeping. Anyway, I think it's time to go finish my tea and get dressed. I wait until the last possible moment to go and get dressed because I love being in pyjamas. So I'm gonna go do that and pick out my clothes for the day. We've reached the end of the morning. Normally it would be about 8:30, 8:45 when I'm finishing my routine. It is a little bit later than that right now because I've been chatting away with you guys. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for spending this morning with me. I appreciate you being here more than I can express. It's such a incredible feeling to wake up and know that I'm making something for people who I really enjoy spending time with. So thank you so much for being here. If you're not subscribed already, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below. I would love to see you back here again and to have you join this cozy little community that we have built. I'm so proud of it and I'm so proud of you. So thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna go get on with the rest of my day now, probably make myself another mug of tea in a few minutes once the toothpaste sensation and taste has dissipated from my mouth. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for being here. Take care and I will see you very soon in another video. Goodbye.